Hello, everybody, and welcome to Thoth Tuesday. Wow. All kinds of stuff went on yesterday. Last night I did my midnight meditation and I crashed hard. I didn't get a chance to do my reading, so here I am today on Thoth Tuesday, all magical and feeling good. And we're gonna get into some stuff. Now, I watched a Navajo man the other day talk about the eclipse. And what he suggests, and I love Indian, I love the way the Indians did it. He said, don't go out on the solar eclipse. And I had that feeling earlier, about a week ago, that I was going to stay in that day just because. And he said, what they do is they stay in and they stay silent and they meditate and they pray. And I think that is basically what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a day off of everything, the outside world, and just stay in my own space for the day and just meditate. I will probably do a reading, but it probably won't be till in the evening. I know the solar eclipse is at high noon. So I'm assuming that, after a certain time, which would be probably midnight that day, I will do the reading the night before at midnight. So we'll have the reading for the solar eclipse, which will be awesome. And I'll probably, yeah, that'll be perfect because I'll just be able to take my day and meditate and be in my own space, and we'll still have the reading. Another thing is I decided, and I didn't announce it the other day because I wanted to think a little bit more on it. I decided I am going to do once a month. I am going to do a free reading for one of my subscribers. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to comment. I want you to put your first name and your month you were born and the day you were born. That's it. That way I'll know who you are, because there could be three Pams, there could be three Harrys, we don't know. So I don't need your last name, when you were born, how old you are, and all that. I just need your first name and the month and the day you were born. That way we won't get anybody confused. So what I'll do is I will pick them. I'll put them in something and I will pick one. And each month I'm going to give a free read. So once you get picked, I will notify you your name. I'll comment in the comments and I'll comment on my reading on who the winner is. And I'll put it there for a few days. You'll have like 3 days to come back and see who won. Then what I'll do is I'll have you email me and we'll go from there. And I will do the video reading and I will send it to you personally. So you'll have your personal reading from me. I think that's nice because I'm giving to my soul family, but I think some people want a personal reading, and I don't mind doing one a month for my subscribers. It's like a winning thing. I'm gonna give you a win and give you a reading. So anyway, we're playing a game on manifestation and it's getting better. I mean, we're getting more people hitting the likey button. And what I'm doing is I want to see how many people are playing with their inner child and are practicing manifesting, because we have some things coming up that no one is going to understand, not even myself. And we have to be ready. So this is why I came on when I did, to try to get everybody ready. My soul family, we had a contract together in another dimension, another time. We were supposed to meet in this world. Why, we don't know, but we were supposed to meet and have our soul revival. And when this is all over, we are going to have a massive, massive worldwide revival. So right now we need to really get ready and balance ourselves out and start practicing manifest. So what I want you to do is think of something significant. It can be huge. It can be your wildest dreams, as one of our subscribers is doing. It could be small things, like my husband did a waffle maker and got it. It could be all kinds of things, but make it significant in your life. Hit the magic likey button to tell me you're manifesting. It's the magic manifestation button. Okay. And then come back in the comments when your manifestation happens and tell us how you did it. and what it was. If you don't want to tell us what it was, just tell us how long, it took you. We'd love to know. We'd love to hear from you. I read all the comments and I absolutely love them. So anyway, let me get going. Okay, today is 4/2 of 2024, which is a 14, which is a 5, which is changed. Of course, we always say that. But I'm going to read the 5 out of the Soul Helper Oracle to start our journey today. So how's everybody doing on Thoth Tuesday? We got some amazing cards. We always get amazing cards. My husband says you just love all your readings. But, all my readings, all of my channel messages is for all of us. And I get a lot out of it too. Let's see. Number 5 tells you that you have a deep connection with the divine source and that nothing can prevent wisdom from finding its way to you. Your current priorities are fidelity, reliability, and loyalty. Focus on them and concentrate on healing them in both the world outside and your inner world. Number 5 brings protection, giving you the freedom to act more boldly. Its energy field is centering, bringing the strength that always recognizes and recreates itself at the end of a soul path, along with meditation, belief, and insight. Yeah, we are coming to an end of our journey in that dimensional 3D. We have been going gradually up to the 5D. There's so many other dimensions. Oh, I got a good night's sleep last night. I don't know where I'm going. There's all kinds of different dimensions we've visited. We just don't really remember. Now, I did go back in my dream journal last night because there was some things that I had seen. I couldn't remember the dates. I couldn't remember where it was, when it was. Now, in my dream journal on 11/15/2022, I had visions of empty offices. No one is there. It was an illusion. Everything is vanishing. Many were not real. And I keep saying that. If we took all the bots and the robots and the clones and all the stuff off the planet, how many of us would be there? I'm thinking there is only 35% human existing on this planet right now. So when these things, doubles, illusions start vanishing, we're going to start seeing a whole different life. And I did see where cannabis is going to become legal all over because it was unconstitutional to make it illegal. It's going to have 21 on it. You got to be 21, just like alcohol. It was always safe. It was always effective for anxiety and stress and seizures in children and things like that. It's a calming. Instead of taking medication for anxiety and all that, you could do some cannabis, like a gummy or a vape or a joint or something. Whatever you enjoy to do, you'll be able to do. And I think that is a beautiful thing. So anyway, there's a lot of, and they're going to be freeing the people that are in jail. So they're taking them out of jail because they shouldn't have been in jail for a plant that God put on this earth anyway. They started the reefer madness thing back in the 30s because they wanted to control the situation because they were using it at rope, they were making paper, they were making clothes, they were doing all kinds of things. But the bigger business that wanted us to stay suppressed kept it illegal. So there you go. Now, we got some great cards today. We got the King of Earth, but we did get it reversed. And that's a 14, which is just like today, a 14, which is a 5. And this is what it looked like when it came out. The reverse King of Earth may represent someone who expects others to do for him what he is too lazy to do for himself. He can feel his is the Lord of his domain and believe all who dwell within it there to serve him. He may even be someone who tends toward chauvinistic or other behaviors. The reverse king can be rigid and controlling, bullish and Okay, sorry I had to pause it. I had a project I had to do for a minute. Okay, now let's start over. This came into reverse, and the King of Earth, we already like a dominant person. He may even be someone who tends toward chauvinism behavior. The king can be rigid and controlling, bullish. He can also be jealous and unwilling to relinquish anything he sees as his property. He may represent someone who is vainglorious. Vainglorious. Remember that song when we were younger? Ah, he's so vain. A name dropper who believes themselves to be far more important than they are and be willing to take another's laurels for their own by suggesting that their success is only due to his help or counsel. When the reverse king of earth appears in your reading, he may symbolize a need to free yourself from a controlling relationship where you are not treated as an equal. He might also be telling you to let go and lighten up. It may even be a time to laugh at yourself and to not believe your own hyperbole. Whether he represents you or another, the reverse king of earth cautions against egocentric behavior that restricts or limits others. If you are in a position of power or responsibility, remember always that it is not in your favor to abuse it. Allow those around you to shine when it is their time to be in the spotlight. Wow, do I know people like that? Woo! Don't we all know a person like that? Mm. And it's so sad when people are like that. It's just, to me, they look so pitiful, just pitiful. I don't know what happened in their world, but they need to get a grip because it's their choices and it's their decisions to go on and be pitiful. We also got the Three of Cups reunion, which this is most of our messages are a divine message because we get the three all the time, which is the divine, the Trinity. Be carefree, enjoy the company of those who make you laugh. You gather together with friends and family to celebrate. So this three predicts weddings, parties, reunions, and precious time with the people you love who make you feel like your true self. Their company is uplifting, fun, and replenishing. If you're single and looking for love, there may also be an opportunity for a flirtation. And if you're working on a creative project, now is the time to get into the zone. Um, that was an interesting one. So in other words, you don't want to be with this controlling, ego-minded, male or female. You want to be around people that make you feel great, that make you feel joy and happiness, because that is what the Creator wanted for all of us. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Now we got the emotions, the 19, and I feel the emotions. Now, I'm going to put another link on the show more section. I have the links that I have been paying attention to right now, and I forgot to put JW. It's JW in capital, TV separate in capital, and he's on YouTube. He was talking about the solar eclipse the other day, and that CERN is going to pop in, and what they're doing is they're playing with the frequencies. So they're lowering the frequency. So I am knowing we're getting this card for what reason I know. Look how she is emotional. She is balanced. We have to be here. There is going to be some situations, I'm thinking, when they are playing and lowering the frequency, that if you're still in a low vibration, you are going to go a little lower and you might be real cantankerous. And that's cranky. I call cranky cantankerous. So if you are cranky, stay in bed. Don't go anywhere. Don't lower you don't have a low vibe and go around other people and lower their vibe. This is a time to not do that because there is going to be, if they're lowering the frequencies even lower than what they are, there's going to be a lot of people where she is in the emotional thing. Me, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be ready for all this emotions to come pouring out of people. And I know some people it's going to really affect because they're not there yet. They're not there yet. So when you're not there yet, and you're not meditating, and you're not taking this seriously, when it comes, this is where you're going to be there. You're going to be this. Me, I'm going to be this. And if anybody's around me like this, they can just be like that because it's their choice. I'm going to be balanced. I'm getting myself prepared for this. All emotions are necessary. How are you feeling influences you. Use your feelings to evaluate a situation. Heed the message behind the feeling. Sorry, but I got something in my eye. Only an eyelash. Heed the message behind the feeling. Are you a negative or positive person? Do not prejudge the present based on the past. Practice, acknowledge your feeling. Fill your day with laughter. Step back and detach emotionally. Positive emotions open you to learning. Repressing emotions create dis-ease. Address symptoms of emotional repression. The emotion card is the third of the 8 influence cards and represents the influences that our feelings and emotions have upon our choices and decisions. The positive feeling and emotions that have the most influence upon us are love, joy, gratitude, peace, or serenity, hopefulness, inspiration, amusement, pride, awe, and curiosity. We also have a feeling range of negative emotions, with the primary example being fear, anger, disgust, jealousy, sadness, regret, loss, and hate. The key message of the emotion card is that feeling and emotions are neither good nor bad. All are necessary, and each and every emotion we experience has both a positive and negative element in its nature. Positive and negative exist in all that influences us, whether it be a single thought, belief, experience, or an emotion. When you hold a simple unmarked magnet in your hand and look at it, can you tell a difference between the negative pole and the positive pole? No, you cannot. In the same way, negative emotions are indistinguishable to positive emotions. Negative is the polar opposite of positive. And in like many polar extremes, these do not denote good or bad. They are simply the opposite of each other, and both poles are necessary for us to function in a whole and healthy manner. Yeah, my husband is the polar opposite of me. I am positive Patty, and he is negative Ned. So yeah, we do bounce off of each other, but sometimes we interconnect, and it isn't good at that point. Um, but I deal with it. You know, we all have to deal with that negative person around us. It is what it is, and it will be what it will be. It's just the polar opposite. But there's some things that he'll do and I won't do. You know, he does more for people than I do because I'm not used. I don't get used and abused like he does. And then he pouts about it. So I don't know. You got to look at everything as a whole. So with the emotion, we got the 9 of Swords, and that's anxiety. And I feel that that is what we're going to go through during the solar eclipse thing. We are going to feel anxiety. We're going to feel stress. We're going to feel sadness. We're going to feel happy. Whatever we embark and want to do with this solar eclipse and what we put out in the field will be put out in the way we do. So we don't want to put out negative if all is possible. The 9 of Swords is the anxiety card of the tarot. It reveals trouble beneath the surface that is often expressed through dreams and nightmares. What's eating you up? You may be anxious due to pressure over work, relationship, or family issues, or anxiety may be a pattern for you as a worrier. On a physical level, it can show someone not sleeping well due to stress or overthinking. What ties you in knots at 3 a.m. looks small in the light of day. Try to keep perspective when negative thoughts get in the way. Yeah, panic attacks, fear, guilt, insomnia, nightmares, stress, mental overload. We all do it to ourselves. Step back and think about what you're doing. If you're in a mental overload, you need to go and meditate. You need to take a break. If you're not willing to take a break, then you're going to stay in the mental overload. It is what it is. It's choice. We all have choice, and we all need to use choice. Now we got the Four of Earth. And this Earth character, you know, sometimes I look at these cards even more in depth and I never notice things. I always noticed that he was holding this up, the beetle brick. But I never noticed, and I think you can see it better from a distance. It's not as much glare. He's cut right here, bleeding. He's got sweat coming off of his face. He is like holding it all up. Slow and steady progress, one step at a time. Fear and doubt, slow forward momentum, do not falter. Rest and recharge. A good outcome ahead. Do not make hasty decisions. Watch for careless efforts. That's interesting how we just got the emotion. We know that they're going to lower the frequency. We got the anxiety. We know there's going to be a lot of that. Now we got the rest and recharge because he is overdoing it. He is holding it all by himself. He's wounded, he's sweating, he's tired, and can't do it all. When the Four of Earth appears in your reading, a happy and rewarding outcome is close at hand. Remember, however, that the key to completing large or long-term projects is in making slow and steady progress. The key is to put one brick on top of another, to preserve and continue to build even when you feel you want to give up. It is to remain stoic and positive in the face of hardship, knowing that experiencing frustration, fear, and doubt will only serve to weigh you down and slow your momentum. You have made real, tangible progress. Do not falter now. You are close to achieving your goal or manifesting the outcome you desire most. The Four of Earth encourages not to give up. Even if weariness dogs your every move, take a moment to look back at how far you have come and celebrate what you have achieved. Now look forward and see that you only have a few things left to accomplish. Take heart, take a moment to rest and recharge, and then continue forward with the same level of dedication. That's telling us to hang in there. I mean, uh, he's tired, he's sweating, he's in pain, he's bleeding, but he's hanging in there. He is a strong spiritual warrior. He knows that if he gives up too easy, that brick's going to fall. Is it going to fall on his head? Is he going to lose his window? What's going to happen? It's like losing your wheel and continuing to drive, and I've seen people do that. ah, I forgot about this. Perfect, perfect. Cue the card. 17. We got hope. We got the star. That's the clarifier for this. Hang in there. Slow process. Hope. The star. An ethereal mermaid reaches for a shining star on the horizon of the ocean, a symbol of hope, healing, and renewal. The mermaid's scales are purple, which symbolizes intuition. The seaweed and water represent old emotions in the past, and the green color signifies healing in the heart chakra. The pentagram beside her signifies spiritual protection. You have worked through heartache and conflict, understood the lessons of these difficult experiences, and are now beginning to feel hope again. The more you place your trust in the universe to protect you, the more the star guides you towards happier times. The card therefore reveals personal growth through healing past issues. You can be free from old patterns of related and feeling more whole and fulfilled in the future. The star is also a card of creativity and offers great reassurance that you're on the right path. So if you have been conflicted, suffering, or doubting your abilities, the star is your reading. The star in your reading is a sure sign that everything will be fine. Follow your heart and respect your inner knowing. Trust that the universe will bring you whatever you need. I'm so tired. I'm bleeding. I'm sweating. I can't do this anymore. Yes, I can. I have the strength the Creator gave me. I have the will to succeed. I have the hope in the star. That's what that card is saying. That is beautiful. So if anybody feels like they're bleeding inside, like they've had enough, they can't take it anymore, trust me. there's a bigger plan for you. Have hope. I love that. But I love everything. And I know why now we got this in reverse. We got the 8, death and rebirth, and it came like this, upside down. Why did it come upside down? Well, let's read it. It's a pretty long blockage because right now we're getting ready to be rebirthed into our new world. Are we ready for it? When life changes suddenly, we can be forced by circumstances to stop and take a reality check. When the death rebirth card appears reversed, it is time to take a long, hard look at your life and understand that it is time to let go. You can no longer live in a state of limbo. It is time to consider what is important and what is not. It is time to end the dying process and be reborn. Wow, this is a really strong message today. Sometimes when the change is unwelcome or unexpected, the last thing you want to do is let go. It is so very hard. All you want to do is scream, fight, and do everything in your power to prevent your world from crumbling around you. All you want is to restore normality. All you want is the life that you had, but that life is gone. You might want to lay blame, deny responsibility, and believe that you can continue on as you were just by doing what you've always done. You try to hold on to what was as if it were a life preserver, but you do not want to see that the life preserver is actually a cement block that will drag you down into the murky depths if you do not let go. You fight and struggle and continue to hold on to the illusion, telling yourself that you cannot let go because to do so will bring the end you do not want to welcome. The future is unknown and terrifying. Everything has changed. It is the dark night of the soul, and that night can span days, weeks, months, even years, but it must eventually come to an end. The process of dying and being reborn leaves you feeling exposed and vulnerable. It can make you reactive and defensive. You do not want to be hurt, but you are. And so you may go on the offensive to make yourself appear stronger and more competent in the midst of the storm. You have discovered the impermeated, fragile nature of life, and you are afraid. You might find yourself questioning everything, filled with doubt, uncertainty of who you are, your purpose and reason for being. You may even question your very worth. It is okay to feel as you do, but the death rebirth card reversed comes to let you know that it is time to let go of your attachments to what was, what you hope for, and what will no longer be. That it is time to accept what is and start living again. The death rebirth card in the reverse position asks that you let go and allow innocence to be reborn. Yeah, we are going through a rebirth. It's the death of the old and the rebirth of the new. That was a perfect way to put it. And with that, we got the 6 of Swords, which is calm. Is it calm in the storm? Do we need to be calm in the storm? Yes, we need to be calm in the storm. It's time to glide into more peaceful, calmer waters. So this is a reassuring card if you have suffered upheaval, conflict, and uncertainty recently. The 6 also predicts physical journeys over water and in general sees you move on in positive ways. New work may also be on the horizon. Additional meaning is protection in that you prioritize what's important to you and leave behind the people or situations that no longer serve you. Go with the flow of life. There's no need to resist change. If we're resisting change, we have to stop because it can't be stopped. Change is inevitable. And with that, we got the 8 of Pentacles. With change is achievement. The 8 shows achievement in your profession or field of study. It is the card of the perfectionist who knows that small details can be important. You take pride in your work and set high standards. This attitude now pays off. Your finances improve as a result of hard work and a commitment to succeed. An additional meaning is examine success or a return to education as you decide to deepen your experience. You have the ability to earn more and learn more. Wherever you focus your energy, success will follow. Yeah, it will. And the last card that we got was the Ten of Pentacles, and it popped out, so I had to keep it. And it's called Luck. Good luck is coming, and you celebrate a windfall or other unexpected financial bonuses, appreciating the stability this brings. Before I forget, I'm going to stop it right here. I forgot to tell you guys about this. Social Security is in a lot of trouble. They want the Attorney General of Social Security to step down. They have been scamming people for years. You know, the Social Security was set up as an insurance scam. And they have been taking a FICA out of everybody's, I think it's $1 on so much. But they've been taking this FICA out for years and years and years from everybody, putting it in a savings account, and they're supposed to be giving it to people when they retire, and they never did. So they are sending out IOUs to a lot of people. So if you get an IOU from the Social Security, and there is more coming, I mean, people, we're not the debitors, we're the creditors. They are the debitors. They have been taking from us for years and years, and we're going to get it all back. It's coming out now. Okay, and this I think is the luck card. It's telling us a family gathering is on the card too. The usual irritations disappear, and you feel the love and support of relatives or close friends you treat as family. In relationships, the card predicts families being joined by love. Feelings are declared and commitment follows. A couple moves in together and or announces their wedding. Appreciate the special bonds you share as a group and love that comes with commitment. Family celebrations, generosity, money, luck, completeness, and love. I had a dream, and I seen the dream, and it was 2 years ago, that gold flakes would be falling from the sky and worldwide celebration. So I think that is where it's going to be when we get there. Now, that was the last card of the Oceanic Tarot and the Dreams of Gaia. Now, we got a practical magic card, and it's a number 13, which is a 4. Shine your light, light and dark. Quotes, light and quotes. And look at the lavender. She is just shining. Live up to all the promise and potential within you, and never play small, diminish your achievement, or dim your light for anyone. You know how we go through life and we always have to dim our light for somebody else? Why do we do that? Why do we try to live somebody else's world when we're supposed to be living our world? Be radiant, burn bright, sparkle, and glow. You have no idea how much you inspire people. Just being you. Just be you. How many may be watching you, appreciating the path you leave them to follow in your footsteps? When you allow your light to shine, you illuminate the way forward for others. You make them see what is possible, show them ways to reach their goals, and encourage them to be brave enough to try. Celebrate your success so everyone knows all the wonderful things that are possible. Share your struggles too. So often, others don't feel alone. Take all the opportunities you're offered to grow, achieve, and succeed. Then send all the promise and potential outward, rippling through your friendship circles, your family, your community, and the world. When this card comes to you, it's a reminder to not dim your light. Do not allow anyone to pressure you into playing down your achievements so they'll feel better about themselves. Don't pretend away all the good in your life just because a loved one is going through a rough patch. Don't refuse to go after your dreams because you're worried that someone else will be threatened by your success. Don't feel guilty for achieving a goal you worked hard for. Shrink yourself so your partner feels bigger and more important, or silence yourself to keep others happy. Limiting yourself and playing small doesn't help anyone, not you or the person you're trying to protect. Diminishing yourself and hiding your talents is in the mistake belief it will make someone else happy ultimately does them a disservice too. It leaves you both living smaller lives and builds resentment on both sides. If someone can't handle your sparkle, that's their problem, not yours. If they don't want to be around you because you shine too bright, let them go. Those who love you will want you to be your true and wonderful radiant self. They'll encourage you, support you, and raise you up, knowing that success and happiness begets more of the same, not less. Life is not a pie with limited slices. Your success, your joy, your accomplishments, none of which limits someone else's potential or reduce their chances of attaining their goals. If they work for them, you might even make them more likely to succeed by providing to them what is achievable. When you succeed, you show that it is possible for others to succeed too. When you live your dream, it gives people permission to follow theirs. And when you raise the bar for yourself, you raise it for everyone, empowering and inspiring people in ways you may never even know. A rising tide lifts all boats, so be a light in the world and help lift others to reach their own potential. Be brave enough to illuminate the way forward for those around you by walking your path with confidence. Lead by example. Be your best self. Know that you deserve all the good things in your life, all the opportunities that come to you, and all the success you attain. Before I'm going to finish it. I only got a paragraph. I got to say something. I just had a vision of a lighthouse. We have to be the lighthouse. Celebrate your achievements and congratulate your friends and loved ones on theirs as well. Let them know when they've inspired or encouraged you. Tell them how their triumphs, words, and deeds have made your life brighter so they know it's safe for them to keep shining their light too. I love that. That is great. Great, 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 great. Now, that will top this next card off. Okay, we got the Soul Helper Oracle. We got a number 34. You are unique. Be brave, a little crazy, but be yourself. And she is just sparkling with pink and light and just looking her beautiful self. It is often the very people who recognize their own uniqueness who feel lonely or like outsiders. Having recognized their otherness and wanting to live according to it, they make the mistake of thinking that other people will not understand or want anything to do with them. However, this is an illusion born of past experiences, with its roots in childhood or perhaps even much earlier. These experiences have served or strengthened you, helping you to recognize your uniqueness and to live it to the full. You have now reached a point on your soul path where you will find the strength within you to banish these illusions and find the truth that lies behind them. It is the people who remain true to their nature who change this world, making it a more joyful, peaceful, and colorful place. Celebrate yourself and your individuality and give it more space in your life. Be crazy, be brave, be yourself, and live your differences. Your uniqueness will give you a gentle dignity and irresistible charisma. If you are ready to accept yourself just as you are, you will discover wholeness, a sense of fulfillment. Accept that you are unique, acknowledge your otherness or differences, and in so doing, become fulfilled and free. Give yourself space and allow yourself to let go of anything that no longer serves you. Everything in your past has matured into wisdom, allowing you to live according to your creative nature. Be the embodiment of joy. Be magnificent and free, and exclude everything and everyone standing in your way. Do it now and without delay. Your helpers for the next 21 days, the power animals, the phoenix, herbal essence oils, patchouli, their healing crystals, periodot, and the number is 7. And my ring is just as green as green. Green as the emerald tablet. Okay, now we're going to read the 7. Number 7 indicates that you should only trust the magic of your heart. You will be given the gift of light that makes a deep connection between you and the mysteries of life. Over the next few days, fill your soul path with love, even more than usual. Love every moment, love everything and everyone, and you will become the magic of your heart. The energy field of number 7 is like a gateway of light. It is death, birth, magic, light, and the completion of a stage in life. Number 7 brings new soul paths. Yep, we're going on a new soul path. Now, I wanted to share another one of my dreams out of my dream journal because this is a very significant dream. And this dream took place, let me find a date, around 3/3 of 2022. So it might have been like April. I don't know why I did not date it. Yeah, because this is 4/2 of 2022. That's today. So this, I'm thinking, was around the end of March. That is the day a friend of mine came back to me in a dream that has passed. She was a best friend. On 4/2 of 22, Ginger came to me in a dream. She was young, I would say in her 20s. She was perfect. Her skin, teeth, body, and her hair was brown and curly, perfectly, about shoulder length. All she did was smile at me. No words were exchanged, just a beautiful smile. I felt that she was letting me know she is happy and everything is perfect in her realm of existence. That's really interesting. I loved her. She was my go-to girl. Me and her were each other's go-to girls. I have another go-to girl too. You know, I have a couple of them, but boy, she made a big difference in the world. Okay, now this was a dream. This was a dream. It was a crystal, a palace, and I searched for the glass palace. After my dream, I had this dream that I was above this palace and it was glass, and I could look down through the ceiling because it was glass, and I could see people walking around like shopping. It was like brick floors, and it was just beautiful. And I couldn't figure out what that was, what that had to do with. And, I had been traveling the canals of Venice a lot. I had been in Italy a lot. And when we found my grandfather in one of the archaeology things, he was a Navy man and he was from Italy. So I have this feeling that I have like family in Italy from another time because I journeyed a lot in Italy. And I have no idea because I've never been out. I've never been to Italy. It's beautiful. I'd love to, but I've never been there. So the Crystal Palace, in search for the glass building that was in my dream, and I found it. It is the Galleria. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right. Vittorio Emanuele II. It is Italy's oldest active shopping gallery and major landmark of Milan in Italy. Named after the first king of Italy, it was designed in 1861. It opened in 1877. Victor Emmanuel II of Italy. He was king of Sardinia from 1849 until March 17th, cue the card, 1861. When he assumed the title of king of an independent United Italy. Now, I want you to listen to this part because this is basically what we're going through. Independent United Italy since the 6th century, a title he held until his death in 1878. He worked to free Italy from foreign control and became a central figure of the movement for Italian unification. He was considered the soul of Italy. He was the soul of Italy. He freed them from a foreign control. That's what's happening to us. We are being freed by a foreign control. We just don't realize it yet. A lot of people do not realize we are under foreign control and have been for a long time. So I think that it just gave me goosebumps when I read that. I really have this feeling that I am definitely a freedom fighter, along with you, anyone who has been a truther in this movement. I think we were freedom fighters for a unified world, and we are going there. Now, that was a beautiful part of that. Message Oracle. This is the one I'm reading. And we got Nourish the Soul. And that's very important to nourish our soul. Drink in life. Use your senses to explore your world, to see, touch, taste, smell, hear, and experience all that is within you and around you. Your journey through life is meant to be a sensory experience. Your life is meant to be a rainbow of colorful, full of motion and sound. It is not meant to be a bland, tasteless existence of simply black and white. Be sensual, explore yourself and your world every day, and nourish your soul with every moment. 100%. Now, I think right now we have to be careful and embrace our masculine because we are going to need it, ladies and gentlemen. We're still in this scenario, this war thing they're going through in all of our countries. And this is worldwide. We are all going to be free. Embrace the masculine within ourselves. There are two aspects to our nature, the masculine and feminine. Here in the present, you need to embrace the masculine aspect of your nature and let it guide your steps. Now is time to be assertive, to act with authority and stand up for both yourself and your truths. Fight for what you believe in. Do not allow others to tell you that you must not or cannot. But remember, whilst you allow your masculine self to be dominant, you feel you need to temper your assertiveness and determination with gentleness and compassion. Oh boy, it's going to be a roller coaster ride. I have this feeling. Trust in the magic. And it's got the raven. Magic is the mysterious and coincidental. It is at the heart of those moments of synchronicity and knowing. It is woven into the awareness that there is more to life than what you can see. It is born of the moment when you step without fear and with loving heart into the void. Voice your desire and have great spirits send this message to show you the way. Trust in magic. It is real and it surrounds you. We're all surrounded by magic. You know, I thought this, got the angels and ancestors. And I thought this was really interesting the way these cards come out. And we got the Stag a few days ago, but we got the Stag again, and it's trust and thrive. Come alive and thrive. Stand in your light and glory with grace and majesty. The Stag card brings graceful and powerful medicine into your life. In the Celtic tradition, the stag with his crown of antlers is known as the king of the forest and is a totem that brings protection in challenging times. In Native American tradition, he is greatly loved, for stag and deer have provided food for the people and materials that have allowed them to create medicine. Items such as drums, rattles, and smudge fans. Although the stag has been hunted in the past and still is, he has strength, dignity, and poise. When this card arises, it can also represent fertility and sexuality, maybe an opportunity to explore your sexual side, with your spiritual integrity supporting you on that journey. You have an opportunity to thrive. Trust in all that you have to offer, all your gifts, strengths, and powers, and make the most of it. You were born to lead, and this can only become reality when you are willing to put yourself in that position. Stag energy allows you to feel safe because the antlers keep away anything that could interfere with your intelligence and presence. And their strength gives you the power to be agile in your thinking. You are being encouraged to retain your dignity and be proud of who you are and all that you've accomplished. This, in turn, will give you even more power to drive onwards and upwards. You know, I still keep thinking of a lighthouse. Why? I don't know. It's really weird. I know I've always loved lighthouses because they were always a light in the storm for sailors. You got Winter, the wolf. Take care of your needs. Do everything you need to be at your best. Then move beyond your fears and limitations. For many of the animal realm, winter is a time of hibernation and retreat. You may wish to curl up in a ball too, but although you may not feel as bright as you'd like to be, a primal force within is encouraging you to continue. The winter card features a wolf, one of few animals that stay active all year round. Wolves know that it's like what it's like to work alone or thrive within a pack. So if you feel you need to go it alone at this time, know that wolf medicine will help you move beyond your insecurities and relax in your own space. You have an opportunity to move beyond your fears, although you may feel in the dark. Get comfortable with being in the unknown and trust that the light within you will sustain you through that many seems a challenging process. Ask yourself what you may, I'm jumping ahead. Ask yourself, you may uncover something from your past that you have buried deep. Know that when you unearth it and shed light on it, you create space for miracles. You may feel like a lone wolf right now, but it's time for you to be the alpha. When the winter card arrives in the future position of a spread, or as the last card in a reading, it can also indicate that the coming winter will usher in important energies with regards to your questions or intentions. Um, I just had a download the other day of Watch the Animal Kingdom. You know, I have a bird feeders out there, and we have all kinds of animals coming up. Birds, squirrels. There's little hamsters out there right now. They're not hamsters. They're little rats, and I think they're gonna go. But they all eat together. They all live together around each other. uh, and they get along while they're eating. So I think we have to take a little look at the animal kingdom. These are what this is telling, because spring sees your seeds grow. And speaking of seeds growing, let's get your garden planted. We have tomatoes from God coming up already. And I think peppers. Last year we decided not to do much of a garden. And where our compost was, where our garden was, we had all kinds of stuff come up. We had peppers, we had broccoli, we had tomatoes, and we didn't even have to plant anything. So if you have a compost garden and you're working the dirt and you're working it, you'll probably get a God's garden. If you didn't plant a garden, you'll get God's garden. Embrace the change that is on the horizon. Allow your dreams to become realities. Spring is an exciting time because it has so much potential. Animals are coming out of hibernation, flowers are pushing up through the soil, and the days are getting brighter and brighter. Yeah, we have a sunflower coming up that's almost as tall as me. I'm 5'4.5". It's probably about 5'2", and it's got a big sunflower bloomed on it already. It's beautiful. We didn't plant it. I guess it just came from my bird seed. I don't know, or the squirrels or the bird dropped it. This card features a wild hare because in Celtic animal medicine, the hare brings intuition and rebirth. Hares are highly fertile beings, and so their medicine can bring dreams to life. You are ready to bring a life all of your ideas, inspirations, and projects. When this card appears, you are moving into a space that allows you to really grow, expand, and create in a way you've never done before. There are opportunities for abundance, including financial growth. And if you're starting something new, prepare for a major expansion in your life and soul. When the spring card arrives in the future position of a spread, or as the last card in a reading, it can also indicate that the coming spring will usher in important energies with regard to your questions or intentions. Yeah. Plant something. We also have loquats, and they're delicious. We were eating them the other day. We've got 3 loquat trees. We planted quite a few years ago. So we'd have some privacy. They grow quick. We'd have some privacy, but they have really good fruit. It almost tastes like a pear and like I don't know, like a they almost look like a kumquat. They're gold and they're really sweet. It kind of tastes like a pear in a way, but a little different. Now we got the Divine Master and we got Surface Bay, paradigm shift, activation to grow, make the necessary changes. Yeah, we've got a paradigm shift going on. He is absolutely beautiful, glowing with his chakras and his portal over his third eye, and he is just glowing with the light. Serapis Bey is the divine master who is responsible for helping those on earth move through the process of ascension, which isn't about transcending the body, but fully aligning soul, mind, and body to transcend all earthly limitations. He is a divine being who, according to the ascended master teachings, was a priest and spiritual practitioner during the time of Atlantis, and like many of the spiritually aware Atlanteans who were consciously living connected to source, he fled the land before it was hit by a cataclysmic and went to Egypt, where it is said he chose to incarnate several times as a priest. In one of his incarnations, he is believed to have unified the Greeks and the Egyptians in harmony and peace. To illustrate this, he was depicted as Greek in appearance, but with an Egyptian headdress and breastplate. A temple of Serapis is mentioned in historic texts dating back to 323 BC. Yeah. This powerful, hang on. Okay, sorry for the interruption, everybody. Okay, let's see where I was. This powerful guide now assists those on Earth willing to move beyond stagnant ways of doing things and into a more enlightened way of living. He is a master for the new age. This is the time of change. Out with the old and in with the new. This isn't a call. This isn't a call to discard traditions, but to reflect on what has been learned and how things can grow. You're being invited to move things forward rather than resist changes taking place. The universe is encouraging you to know that if you do resist change, when it does come, it might be more difficult for you to adapt to it. So don't hide or run from it, but meet it with grace. Your energy is being activated now. This means the gift and knowledge that have been locked within you are rising to the surface. Your ideas, beliefs, and trajectory are changing, which means change will begin to unfold around you. If you meet with resistance as you chart your new course, it's important to stay aligned with where you are going and what you are creating, rather than be pulled back into the old. You are here to evolve. Yeah, we are evolving. We can't stop it. We can't stop what's coming. I think a lot of people are going to stay in the stagnant old, and a lot of people are going to go for the new. It is what it is, but you can't pull them along if they're not willing to do it. And it's just their journey. Now we got the angelic frequency. Angels are here. Your safe, potent connection. We've known that our angels are around us. We've had the guardian angel feather many, many times. The angelic frequency is the energy of the angels in the angelic kingdom, which is aligned to service, devotion, authenticity, and love. When this frequency comes to us, it's because the gateway of our heart has aligned with it. We've essentially become an angel upon the earth. Angels are the heartbeats of Source. And so when we're in touch with the angelic realm, we also connected to the heart of God. Yes, we are. And when you know someone's connected to the heart of God, you see it in their actions. So if you're not seeing good actions, they're not connected with the heart of God. This card features a being of light. The streams of light surround it are the angelic frequencies pouring down to light up our life. This image also unlocks our soul's memory of our guardian angel before we were in this life. We danced across the midnight sky, and as the universe follows the law of attraction, our angels was attracted to us because our likeness was also in them. So we became connected, and since then, our angels have been with us through every lifetime and every experience. Angels are drawing close at this time, so be open to signs and synchronicities that confirm this. It's important for you to know that through your actions, choices, and service, you have upgraded your spiritual connection and your frequency. Rejoice, for you may be rewarded with abundance and blessings at this time, and you have been making choices that are not just for your own good, greater good, but for that of all those around you. Your guardian angel is with you now, helping you remember your infinite power and potential. Reach for the stars and trust that all the efforts you have been making, both internally and externally, will bring blessings and opportunities. The path you are on is aligning to your highest good, and the support you need is there for you. You are cherished by angels. Yes, we are. We have angels all around us. We have spirit guides, we have ancestors, and we have God, our creator. Okay, the last one we have is the human spirit, and I love this one. Number 14, we got another 14, another 5, Master of Destiny. And we got 3 8s today, and that is abundance, power, and strength, the angel message. Look at him. He's got his one eye covered. He's got keys all over. He's got a light on his third eye on his hat. And he's got it says letters here. I don't know what that's at. Ahoy there. You are at the helm of your ship, choosing the course and making the choice. You can chart your own map and decide where you want to venture. It won't always be smooth sailing. Sometimes the waters can get choppy and rough. That is okay, because lucky for you, you're captain this ship. You are the captain of this ship. Trust in yourself. Believe you can achieve your goals and dreams. It's okay to get scared or feel insecure. Remember, when you are on the right course, your sea legs won't fail you. Funny that we are traveling these many destinations to create our best destiny. Perhaps that is where the word destinations come from. And now give yourself a high five for charting these uncharted waters and fully understanding that you are the master of your destiny. Ahoy! I kept thinking of Pippi Longstocking on the ship with her dad gone and the treasure and her little monkey. And I did think of a lighthouse, which would be a ship. I kept saying the lighthouse. So that is really cool, because if you're on a ship and you see a lighthouse, it's the light in the storm. And we are the light in everybody's storm right now. So yeah, and he's got a heart on his lapel. I'm telling you, everybody, be safe, be loved. I love everybody. And go out and be magical. I hope you have a Thoth Tuesday magical day. And may every step in your journey be magical. Remember, put your first name and your month you were born, the day you were born in the chat, and put a thumbs up. That means you are in the contest for the free reading at the end of the month. Get in there, manifest, hit the like button, practice your manifestation, your inner child, and guess what? The card said it. Just be yourself, and may every step in your journey be magical.